we have a tenured professor at a public college in New York City was caught on a hot mic making racist remarks just the other day. So there was a community education council meeting
Mhm.
centered on a proposal for Mayor Mamdani, his administration to close or relocate several public schools.
Mhm.
And I just kind of, caught a clip of the Zoom meeting. It's a lot of people in there.
They were on a Zoom meeting.
Yeah, they're all in there. And
Say her name.
the associate professor, she's the Department of Biological Science. She didn't
At Hunter
realize
College.
that she was live, and she was captured saying some really they're saying anti-black things.
No, let's say what she said. So Allyson Friedman at a Hunter College professor, she said, quote, "They're too dumb to know they're in a bad school." Her second statement said, she said,
Train
they
them up.
know how basically they know how to use the back. Like once you tell them they know how to go to the back. Whatever or however she
If you
was
train
saying
them
it.
right, they'll know how to go the back without telling them.
So you have, and what was very interesting to me is you had there were black faces. There were
Money.
there were melanin brothers and sisters on that call, and of course, we only saw a snippet of it.
Mm.
So one of the administrators, he says, basically, "Allison, I'm gonna need you to cut your mic because you're hearable."
You're
Not
hearable.
that what she was saying was absolutely outrageous and despicable, but that we can hear
We
you.
can hear you. Excuse me. He said, you're hearable. Excuse me. I mean, but the way his tone was like he was offended at what was being said, but had to like catch her quick. And for her, she said that, what did she say in her statement, that she was trying to teach her child about systemic racism in that moment? And I was just like, you know
If you
what?
don't get up out of here with that mess, I'm just
Now that is when people say like white people be white people in.
see this. Let me just see, because we carry a level of style and grace and class that we bring to the craziness that is in this world. And the thing is, like, it's not shocking, right? Like, as a black woman, and I'm sure you know, like, every black woman listening or seeing that has been in that type of room. You've been there, whether it's on a call, whether it's within earshot in a meeting or something where you felt that energy shifting, and where you just know that whatever is being said is,
Mhm.
when you know that it's almost like the audacity to say that, because if you know that I'm in the room,
Right.
you
Oh, I've
say it.
been
But
there.
the thing is, like, it just confirms who these people are.
Yeah.
It's a difference. So, and it's not, this is how racism, because this is why, racism doesn't exist and I don't believe in, like, no, it's very real. The thing is, like, they may not be, putting crosses and burning them on your yard and, doing it. It's not that. It's not as loud, but it's like the dude in the Tourette's, like, you know what? He said what he said. It
Mhm.
wasn't no apologies. And they're going to make sure that the whole world hears it. That's what
Yes.
happens.
Yes.
It's coded in the way that they look at us as giving those low expectations,
Mm.
or just
Mhm.
how she spoke those kids. Now, this is a woman that is been in the education system. So
Mhm.
her
Mhm.
job is to train train and pour into the youth of tomorrow. But this is what she is ingrained with, and she takes it with her in every space in her life. So the only thing that happened is that you put up a mic to her feelings and her true thoughts. That's the only thing that happened. Nothing changed in terms of, this is the thinking. And we really, it's like white people be white, and like that is what's happened. So, I have been in those places, and I know that feeling intimately, being this black woman where you're in the space, and you know what? You got to keep your head on a swivel. You really do. And you have to understand the coding, because it's everything. It's coded. It might not be out there, but that passive aggressiveness is really real, and it's rooted in their insecurity. But who cares where it comes from? You know what I'm saying? So,
But thank you for telling me. That's how I be feeling a lot of times. Like, thank you for even you being
yeah.
complicit over there. You're complicit until you heard it and it didn't bother you. It didn't strike a chord. Thank you for letting me know where you stand. Too late. Too late. Too late. That was a bullshit apology she gave. And at that point, she was better off just saying, you know what? I don't know where the Epstein files are, but I said it. She was better off just laying it down
And
because
that's the thing, because what happens is, it's not so much. Yeah, it's already said, it's already out there. But what happens now that the mic is off? Now that she's, what happens in this woman's life and affecting other people?
hmm
Because you can sit and backpedal all you want. That's not what I meant, or how try to. And the audacity of dumbing us down to really think like that was a teacher moment for your child.
Mhm.
All of that what you said is supposed to teach your kid about racism. Kid,
In that moment, you're supposed to be on this you're
if
working.
y'all don't stop with these fake ass apologies.
Not even that, but I mean, let's be real here. You're on a serious call. You're in a council meeting, right? About closing
Mhm.
schools or moving them around. You really think you're talking to idiots, really, when you
That's
played
it,
yourself.
yeah.
Because that was your moment to, hold on a minute. Let me just teach my kid about systemic racism. No,
Get out of here.
you sound
And I'm
like
sorry, I don't we didn't hear the whole call, but I'm so sorry. I didn't did anybody else speak up? Because that would have been the perfect opportunity if that was me. Like, you know what? No, don't silence Allyson Friedman. Let her speak her mind.
keep going. Right.
Let her say it with her whole chest.
Tell us how you
Everything that
feel.
she want, don't let it all slip out. Tell us how you really feel. Tell us why you mad, son.
Because
Tell us why you mad.
this is the thing with racism, especially, and I'm gonna say more so on white people. Racism is a coward. Racism is very cowardly. Racism is not as bold, and because at one point it was bold. It was so bold that you can hang a man from a tree and take pictures around him and smile and not even be considered a terrorist. And smile with your family and go home. And that's how evil and racism was powerful at that time. But it has weakened so much so where you see that I didn't mean that. I was talking to my child during this work call, and we're supposed to just buy that. Very cowardly. Own your shit. That's what you are. Own your shit, like you said. Speak up, Allison.
Yeah, because that's
One
not
two
a
one
you
two.
didn't slip. That's your belief. That's what you believe.
Thank you for telling me. Everybody don't gotta agree with me. That's fine. That's fine. But for real, you trained me right. I should use a back door. Really? Wow. Okay.
And I'm kind of tired for us as a people to be told, you know, to continue to respond with grace and empathy, which is great. But at some level, I want more context than that. I want action. I want to see, let's talk about how we gonna act. What's gonna happen now? Now that the mic is off, what happens now?
Yeah.
Because I didn't, I haven't heard if she lost a job, which she should. But
Mhm.
all that means is she's gonna go into another institution and be who she really is. I mean, I don't necessarily know what the solution is.
Yeah.
But that whole thing about, she messed up and we just supposed to extend this grace and
Well, that
empathy to
was
people
wrong.
who don't even understand what that is.
No, no.
Because
And
when we
one,
mess up, it's just like, it's about our character. When they mess up, it's being taken out of context.
my God, I could be talking to somebody and we have a disagreement, and this has happened to me. And that white woman went and told her boss, Shatara was yelling at me and threatened me and made me feel like
Mhm.
something about like I wanted to fight her later. I'm like, wait, that older woman I wanted to fight her at the nurses. Like, what?
I believe you.
And then wait, and I was raising my voice and yelling. I said, so now I
The
know moving
lies that
forward, no
you
matter what,
tell.
I'm always the one yelling. If I'm
The
the calm
lies
one,
the lies that you
you get
tell.
to yell. I don't. Well, yeah, we got stories. I got
I
stories.
know, that's what I said, so, it's okay. Alright, well, you know what? I hope they come down on Allyson Friedman out there in New York City with your job and your stability, and only because you have a direct link and an influence on young Black children. That's the reason, and I don't wish bad on anybody, but that right there is consequences.
Right.
So, everybody has their inside stereotypical person that stereotypes everybody does, right? But it's how you move with that, how you voice that and how you act in your everyday life and how you treat other people. So there's no excuse. That was not a teacher moment, Allison Friedman,
No, that was
for your children.
it
You
was
said how you
disappointing.
really felt about Black children out here.
Yeah, and then your kid is gonna go out in the world and they will feel very privileged and entitled because my mom told me that you're gonna use the back door. So you gotta
Mhm.
understand that it is a
Train
cycle.
them up, whatever she
Yes,
said. They
it's a
get trained
cycle
to
that
learn and
is racism is taught,
it sure is. It is a learned behavior.
and we're taught to work around it. And that's the part that pisses me off. We are taught
Right.
to work around it.
You are exactly right, and I know you and I have had these conversations where, yes, we are
Nope.
we are more taught how to navigate around it
Right?
because the bottom line is, these grown people, they're really not going to change. Do they really, evolve into these empathetic people? No, not really.
And not
The
everybody.
cognitive dissonance is so real. You just learn. And it's not everybody. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like,
Nope. I'm not
I
saying
mean,
all. Not all white folks, but for those that are, you know who you are.